Hey tribe, welcome back. Today, we got to talk about something that's really important to manifestation. And it's really this cliche around instant manifestation. Okay. Instant manifestation is a new buzzword now, and it's gaining really popularity on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and stuff like that. Okay. And a lot of manifestation coaches, of course, when it's popular, they teach everything's instant. But that's how this video is going to break down really fast. We're going to talk about instant manifestation and the BS behind it, okay? Because it just isn't true, guys, okay? And we're going to talk about the missing ingredient that what most coaches or people who teach manifestation never teach you. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you how to get this stuff to work in this video. So you're gonna want to watch this video. Okay, now why would I say that instant manifestation doesn't exist? Why would I say it's bogus? Okay, and one of the things you got to understand, guys, is that, and I'm not picking on anybody when I say this. I'm not trying to make fun of people when I say this, but the industry of manifestation. Okay, especially on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, it's crazy popular now. And with any niche is popular, everybody wants to come in and kind of jump inside the niche. So then you have a lot of, teeny boppers, a lot of young people teaching manifestation when in their life, they haven't really got it to work. Do you understand? And it's just a cliche of, they're really just copying each other. They're copying titles, thumbnails, everything inside the videos are just generically the same. So they don't know. They really just don't know. Let's get to instant. Okay, see, and I haven't talked about this for a long time, guys, and I do apologize to you. You see, the whole key of instant manifestation is everything I think about comes instant. Or in consciousness, it's instant. Or in my 4D world is instant. But you have to understand that there's a lag period, okay? Yes, technically, in your 4D world, your imagination, manifestation is instant. Because what I think about, I can bring about. You understand? But there's a lag time between your 4D world to your 3D world, okay? There's a lag time. This is called your incubation period, okay? Now, when you get into manifestation, nobody knows this lag time, guys. You understand? Nobody knows the incubation period between when you set your intention, when you first imagine it, when it's going to show up in real life, show up in your 3D world. Nobody knows this. Okay? Just like I can sit here and think of an elephant, and it doesn't mean instantly an elephant's going to just run through here and bust through the gate and it's going to come. Do you understand? Now let's go to part 2 here. I had to move inside. It was kind of noisy outside. Is really what's the missing ingredient that most people don't teach? Okay? And the reason why they don't teach it is because they really don't know. And this is how I know that they have a very, very limited knowledge in manifestation. I'm sorry, but this is true. Okay? So really, the most important thing, way more important than instant manifestation, is this. Okay? Is remember what I told you in the beginning of the video. There's always an incubation period. There's always a lag time between when you set an intention, you set a want or a desire, and when you actually see it in real life. There's a lag time. Okay? That lag time means it's not really instant. You understand? Okay? But how do you speed up this lag time? Okay? It's not instant manifestation. Listen, guys. It's becoming effortless. It's effortless manifestation. Do you understand? It's the effortless way. Okay, listen to this. Is you have to come to realize on your manifestation journey that nothing takes effort. And this is really hard for me because I'm very, very analytical. I'm a hard worker. You might be very analytical, a hard worker. You might be a type of person like me. You're really trying to figure things out. But what you have to understand with that personality trait, just like me, is you're not being effortless. You're creating friction. Okay, you're creating force. And what does friction and force do? They repel everything from you. Okay, what does friction and force do to your incubation period, to that lag time? It makes it longer. Do you understand? It doesn't make it shorter. It just makes it longer for things to come to you, if they come to you. Okay. See, that's the biggest thing. What you have to get is, listen, you can do nothing to speed up your manifestation. This is a hard concept for most people. It's a hard concept for me just because of my personality. You can do nothing to speed up what you want. Put it this way. Once you set an intention, once you set a desire, once you go inside your imagination, okay, once that incubation period is set, you can do, listen guys, you can do nothing to speed it up. The only way to speed it up is to become effortless. You don't try to figure it out. You totally let it go. You totally let it be. Do you understand? You really got to sit down to get the key and really grasp this concept I'm talking about right here. You got to become effortless. You got to stop wanting it so bad. You got to stop trying so hard around things. You got to stop. It's like the reverse, okay? It's especially this is hard because it's the reverse what everybody tells you to do. It's the reverse what society tells you to do. It's the exact reverse. And I know what I'm talking about with this stuff, okay? And let me give you an example really fast. Like, I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur most of my life, okay? And when business is slow, when business is going down, when money is slow, when money is not coming in, I'm a hard fucking worker. You understand? I'm using that language because it's flipping true. I will work to death to try to figure things out. You understand? I will work from the time I get up to the time I go to bed, 7 days a week. You can ask Aang about that. Okay? I'm a hard flipping worker. But that conflicts with what I'm telling you today. It conflicts with being effortless. You don't have to try. It's not about trying harder, working longer hours. I'm missing the key point of it being effortless. I'm missing the key point of I can do nothing to speed up my manifestation. The only thing I can do is let it be and let it go and surrender to it. That's the only thing I can do. Okay. Let me give you one more example here really fast before we go, just in case you're still here. Okay, and I'll try not to be too long with this, is that when we're talking about effortless manifestation, that's what really Neville Goddard taught. Okay, that's why you don't hear Neville Goddard talk about instant manifestation. He really focused on the effortless way. Okay, nothing takes effort. Okay, but I read his book. I believe it's The Law of the Promise, and that whole book is like testimonials. He puts a little bit of his work. He puts a little bit of trainings in there, but it's mostly testimonials. But through all the testimonials, all of them, that basically people who said how long it took them to manifest their desire, and all of his testimonials, guys, where they manifested huge things. One of the things I caught in there is that all of them was in between 3 to 6 weeks. 3 to 6 weeks, okay? So what I mean by that is once they set their intention, once they set their desire, their incubation period was between 3 to 6 weeks. All of them, guys. 3 to 6 weeks. Now, you can sit there and say, Neville Goddard was exaggerating, maybe. I don't think he was, okay? But I do think that he gave his best examples in the book, of course. But I don't think he's exaggerating. Because listen, when you really just become effortless to what you want, it ends up really happening between that window of 3 to 6 weeks. Like everything, listen guys, everything in my life that I'm truly just effortless on, I truly just give into it. I don't try, okay? And that doesn't mean you don't work, but it means you're not pushing hard, okay? It means you're not trying to figure it out. Listen, everything that's come into my life, simple things, little stupid things like the geckos to really important things, it's always when it was effortless. It's always when I just completely let it go. And get this. When I became effortless around it, and I just totally let it go, it came into my life between 2 to 6 weeks. No lie, no joke. Okay. Okay, guys. Now, as we wrap up this video, the whole video isn't about if your manifestation comes in 2 to 6 weeks. But the whole point is you have to become effortless. You got to stop trying. You got to stop trying to figure it out. I mean, what if your whole issue is because you're just trying to force it too much? See, people's telling you, keep on trying, keep on trying, keep on trying, keep on trying. What if trying is what's holding it back? You can become effortless. Stop trying so hard. Give into it. Let it be. Surrender to it. It's basically like this, guys. Around my entrepreneurship journey, working from home, been doing it a long time, that's why you're hear people that really teach manifestation and know what they're talking about. That's why you hear them say things like, I work when I want to. If I feel like making a video, I make the video. I don't force it. If I feel like getting up today and I actually feel like making 10 videos and posting them, that's what I do. Wake up tomorrow, I don't feel like doing it, I don't do it. If I wake up today and I feel like going live, I go live. If I don't, I won't. Okay? That's why you hear them talking like that, because what they're trying to adapt into their life is effortless. Nothing is effortless. Okay? But other than that, tribe, just want to share those thoughts with you. And remember, I love you guys. You can comment down below. Lex over here looking out the window. And if you have questions with this, comment below. We'll chat it up as much as we can. And remember, if you want to jump into the tribe, the best tribe on planet YouTube here, the links are in the description. If you want to reach out to me, work with me. If you really want to get results in your life, you want to work with me, baby. Okay? Other than that, the links are in the description. Other than that, remember, I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out.